Today we are playing Kayn in the jungle, and we just got invaded in a really bad way, so I already burnt my flesh. We are just going for best bird with Red Kayn. Enjoy.
Subscribe to my YouTube channel.
What's he trying to do there? Okay. Alright, so we are... What's up, snowballers? And welcome to patch 11.11. We are currently up against the Graves in the enemy jungle. As I've already said, we got invaded. We are going for the best build on Red Kayn, which I think got a little bit changed since, maybe not, but Black Cleaver got buffed, so that is huge for Kayn, and we definitely want to abuse that fact. Alright, so bottom lane died already 2 times now because they were the ones that... here's the thing. If the enemy... or rather, here's the thing. The game starts at minute 0:50. That is the point where you can move outside of the base, and if you're just standing at Kayn or your tower, then you are basically doing worthless stuff. So move along with your team, cover jungle entrance, all that stuff. If you're not doing that, you are doing a big mistake. Counts for junglers, counts for laners, doesn't matter. Alright, so Graves doesn't have a red buff because they were inviting our bot side jungle here, and this means that we can now still take our red buff here because he didn't take it. And then maybe branch off to either mid lane or bottom lane. And now the question might be, so why did I not go for blue Kayn? I don't like it. That's the short answer. The longer answer is I like having a little bit of sustain in my kit, and honestly CC wins games in solo queue, so never neglect that. Wave is too big here, so I'm not going for the... Sorry, I'm not going for the gank yet. However, I do go for the scuttler here. Sadly, I wasted my... not exactly wasted, but sadly I used my smite at the red buff here. A little bit of focus required, so I don't accidentally die to the enemy there. And sadly, that's what my allies already do. Let's switch these two because they swap lanes, and then see if I can catch this Lucian. No, I can't. Okay. Then we go for the top lane scuttler, which should be gone already, to be honest. But it doesn't have to look for it. And it's still there, but it is about to be taken. Yeah, see? Good, or rather bad. Then let's review that Graves, because we already know he's about... Okay. Oh, look at him. I don't care. I still get some orbs off of this. Maybe I should have saved my E, but honestly, I don't care, because I meant to queue about that wall, but I still got my orbs there, and Graves needs to recall, assuming he already took Crux. However, I can now take them, and maybe even go for a gank on top lane as well, which would be great, which would be really great. It bleeds out from jungle buff. Jungle item debuff, and now we can move in. And of course just disengaging. And once more, we get our orbs. That's enough success that you need for Kayn. Look at him taunting. It doesn't even do anything. Come on, guys, it's not that hard. Get a little bit of gold for the iron spike whip and move. I would love to gank the bottom lane. It's so juicy. Like, both of them are somewhat squishy. Mid lane is the same thing, but Malphite still needs a Brambles and plated steel caps. Else he's just dead, like now. Yeah, so while you are able to win that matchup as Malphite, you of course won't win it if the enemy is just tearing through you before you get stuff. And now I can swoop in to take this camp. Not this camp, this wave. Okay. Maybe that was too much. Yeah, I think it was too much here. It should have only taken one wave. Anyway. This wave is still under tower, so it's not bad. But Malphite could have taken another wave there, I think. I don't need to use my smite yet. Still living. He's still level 5. I have no clue what his rotation there is. But yeah, Malphite wins this if he doesn't mess up the early game. And with 2 kills on Lucian, that's hard. I don't know. Okay. But we are getting farm at least. Which is of course good for us. But if this guy doesn't take his minions there in lane, he's never reaching that level 6. And we already know there's water somewhere around here. What else would Illusion do there? Yeah, see? He ward. Because he was able to push in that lane, and no one was contesting him there. Which of course means that he's getting that for free. We gonna take their vision down, and then definitely go for that. If only the Illusion would stay in lane. You can use Iron Spike Whip during Q animation, by the way. And I don't know, I think I mentioned that in my Kayn Cleaver guide, which sadly no one watches, watch it if you didn't. You can wall cancel your Q, which makes the animation a lot faster, like so. Leads out. I'm going for that bottom lane now. And I take this path because that's the best Kayn path you can take in most cases, because there's no vision on the enemy side there. And then you swoop in. Get a good chunk of damage on them. I was hoping that would look cooler. It sadly doesn't. Team. Took it long enough, huh? I didn't have to die there, honestly. But I did because they were sleeping. Not that my move was any good, but seriously. They could have just went for it, and we would have gotten that kill. But sadly they didn't. I need boots. It's up too slow on the map.
This will very much upset the balance.
And someone overstayed. Oh, maybe? Yeah, this is actually quite good. Oh, come on. Wave is moving in a worse way for Kaiser to get that kill. I see, Graves had too much time. Should use my Q during my Iron Spike Whip during Q, so I can actually get some. I can actually farm a lot faster because then the animation from Q doesn't bother me. The anti-kiting.
I let you go, and you will die.
And you will lose.
Let's take this path. Just around here. I think I'm too late. Yes, I am.
Here we go.
Come on. Lane. Why can't she move a little bit further? And she didn't see me. We knew that because we were using lens to move through river. But okay. Yes. That happens. I can still use Iron Spike Whip during my auto attack resets. While the auto attacks are on cooldown. No need to use my E here, maybe yes, because you can then use it immediately on the red buff here. But again, if you have the choice to wall cancel your Q, you should definitely do it. The animation is faster and thus your clear speed goes up as well.
Are they all as confident as you?
There is no one like me.
I would love to just go for mid lane ganks, to be honest. Oop. Yeah, works. Very nice. Okay. Oh, I can take this ward down. Gives me 30 gold. And now I need to move towards mid lane. Seriously, I need to move towards this lane. It's so much more important. Malphite could ult in there, I think. Like seriously, and he should. Because then he is able to take the Herald, as well as maybe a kill. What do you think, Graves? Nice. Another one. That we didn't have before. I don't think we can go for this break, because I don't have Smite here. Graves is still alive. Yes, he doesn't have ultimate. But, see, this is the problem here. I need to take my recall, definitely. Just go for it, go away here. I can't take it. It's too much risk. We have 4 vs 1 there right now. Malphite doesn't have ult. It's still too much risk to stay here. I honestly need to go back and buy Godwinker here. Then I can look for further stuff. But since it's only Godwinker, I can probably stay a little, clear the bottom side of my jungle here. Because then it respawns when I'm coming back. Which is of course more efficient. Let's do it like that, so I can cross this wall, because I don't have my E up. Could have just used my Q and then eat, but no, it doesn't matter anymore. It's too late to think about how I could have done it more efficiently. Okay, so yes, Malphite wants to take the kill. I want that as well. But here's the thing. With what? Okay. Yeah, I'm staying there for the experience, I guess. Just leeching off of it. I'm still waiting for my red farm. I think that's the biggest part here, why I'm just bringing out my recall. Because I would be so much stronger if I just went back in the first place. I think that was important, to be honest. Even though it looked like stealing this kill or something like that. Okay, this was stupid, however. But yeah, still, I believe Blue's miting this Graves was so important, because else Silas might have maybe died, then Graves could have gotten a triumph work and survived through it. But since I took the kill there, my Silas survived, and then we just got both kills without any one of us dying. Okay, if I clear my topside jungle here, I should be fine to go back. Not completely, but then the time I'm spending in base doesn't bother me as much, as it is not too much of a waste. I should have just stayed out and accepted that he gets that blue buff. Okay, so Ionian boots and this stuff here. So once I respawn, I get my red buff, red form, then I can obliterate the enemy team. The nicest thing here is, even though red Kayn is of course a little bit stronger against tanks than of course blue Kayn, like a lot stronger actually. Since they don't have any armor, I'm feeling confident here. Like, Black Cleaver gives me armor reduction, but base armor reduction. I could even go for a little bit of lethality, but on Red Kayn, I think that's extremely bad. Like, you can instead get something like Black Cleaver that gives you help as well, and then get Death Stance, for example, have armor in your kit as well, be extremely tanky, while also dealing tons of damage. That is super nice to have. Lame.
Shadows, perhaps. Order, not so much.
I can't stay there. Come on! Yeah, he definitely knew that. Right. Nope. Guess I'm just going out of there. What? Okay. That is that. Wait, Kai'Sa better in 1v1s, what happened? But most likely she got kited. Can't reach her, can I? Yep. She's just kiting me to death. It's so annoying. And because she's most likely, yeah, she's using the approach velocity. So I've got no chance there, unless I slow it down with my Chilling Smite, for example. I'll get my lockdown immediately on her. But if she's walking around in circuits with approach velocity, then I'm having a tough time to hit that. Nice. Yeah, this works. Or rather, it should work. Come on, go for it. I'm helping you. Nice. And this means we also get Drake here. I still knew there was a pink bot. Maybe it... Yes, it is a new one, but I still knew there was one. Okay, and now I can go for this Drake that is, by the way, already dead. But doesn't have to swoop in and get that onto my stats. I would love to kill that Ashe. But yes, she's too fast. Instead, we can most likely take down a Sven. Yes, exactly. And even get that extra wild gold. Ashe is dead as well, nice. And now we can take Herod. He's die Raptor. Come on, I'm hitting it from behind already. I hate when that happens. And it isn't an uncommon occurrence. Grace doesn't even know. And even if he does know by now, it's too late for him. He's trying. Watch him use his ult. And he's too late. Seriously, mate, that's not how this works. No! Why am I flashing in line? Okay, because my team is able to turn that fight, I see. And I of course knew that. What? He had that damage, okay. Wait, was I ignited? No, okay, so I'm just bad. I accept that. It still feels awful, and yep, that item needs to be actually used. I didn't use it against the Ashe so far. I didn't use it against Graves, because I didn't stood close enough to him. And against Pyke, I believe I could have survived if I pressed it in time. But yeah, I need to use that item or else it's completely worthless. But the worst thing here was, of course, having that laid back, so I couldn't properly use my Mythic yet. Or rather, I didn't have it for that long already. So, let's see. I can take some Giant Cancer first. But it seems we need to fight. Yeah, we do. Definitely. Come on. Stop having flash up all the time. I don't like it. Okay. Nice. Okay. Good picks. Sadly, we can't take Baron, I think. Can we, actually? I would love to drop my health as well here, but that's not a chance. There was a bug last season where you could hit the Scuttler, or was it season 9? I'm not entirely sure. But there was a bug where you could hit the Scuttler with your W as Kayn, and it would do nothing at all. By the way, Kayn can't sustain through Barons, which is why I said, yeah, this is most likely not going to work. Sorry for that. Mayfight made a nice recovery though. I have to admit that. His early game was so trash, but now that he made a comeback, even though he's still 100 CS down, against this team, this is amazing. Do you want it or not? I didn't get that message properly.
I cannot wait to infest them.
Oh, I see. Yeah, he did his work. Good job, Kayn. Pike. You fooled us.
Cain weeps in the abyss between oblivion.
Let's drop that Herald on bot lane. Get the tower. Okay, maybe not. I should stay in the wards here. Yeah, let's drop that Herald here. So we get the tower, which opens up a little bit of the map here. And honestly, taking bot lane tower there is so important. Who likes this concept? Because you flashed, I couldn't press R in time. I wanted to smite R, but okay, I accept it. Kayn is too much for my low mechanical skills. Still aced him. And now we get the Black Cleaver here. Decent stats, not the best one in the world. But it's not too bad. Oh, I need to move my chat window on this account still. Sorry for that. Okay, so now you can actually see colors.
So that's what dying feels like. Good thing.
The thing is, even though I'm not playing like the best Kayn ever, I'm definitely schooling this Graves in terms of kill participation and all that stuff. So I'm fine. I again had no real chance to use it. I think someone that knows better than me can definitely tell me. It is appreciated. Swoop in and destroy their vision. No reason to let them have free vision.
I do like this
And
trick.
of course create some for myself.
I survived eternity. They will die today. And the next.
I see Graves, I see Quen.
That weapon was so confiding.
Nice. Finally a good play. Yeah. It healed me for nothing. I don't think Godwinker actually dealt damage there at the end. So I also got no healing off of it.
The shadows have a new master.
Okay. Now I can take this tower. Maybe I... no. He's going to that side of the map. So I'm not bothering with it. Takes me too long and this tower is worth more than killing Graves. Oh, look at him.
Wasted this flesh. Rust will not. My plan.
Okay, if he wants to grant me the kill, why not? I appreciate it. And now I can take this jungle camp, and since junglers get bonus mana regeneration, as you can see right there, let's show it off a little bit more. 4.6, 21.2. So I can stay a little bit around here, and I guess die. What killed me? Okay. It's fine though. Ah, come on. I wanted to live. Indirect is next. How is it actually? Let's think about it. Quen is no real threat, but yeah, Sterix is the better choice here. It healed. Sterix is basically what Death Stance did last season, but better, because dealing damage or taking dealing damage to or taking damage from a champion current stack, restoring % health, right? Which stacks for each champion that is procced on. Basically, what Death Stance did, but with your max health. And Death Stance just lets you take less damage over time, but it doesn't grant you the heal part that it did last season. So Sterex heals you, grants you a shield, and has the same stat profile, if not a better one, because you get health from it as well. Which once more increases your shield. And no. I'm moving already. And that's this guy down as well. Okay. Finally, I'm back to being somewhat decent at Kayn. Big spawning soon. Does it show how much damage it did? No, of course not. Okay. That's fine with me. Do your thing, Grace. Do your thing. Thinking you're cool. No chance there. Okay. Graves sadly was able to move out fast enough. And thus I died. But now I got Sterex, so this won't happen again. Nice. And I still get this assist. I take it. Just look at how much damage I was able to tank there. Yeah, I'm getting there, finally. Finally I'm doing stuff with that item. Okay, so is still trying to duel that guy. Amazing. You can space off the graves and then you can take Drake. Okay, yeah, this works as well. Good. Didn't even say anything. Now, what do I want? The enemy team hasn't built any... the enemy team hasn't built any armor, so buying Zerator's Crutch would be a waste. Like, look at it. No armor. I can honestly go for a lethality item, and I'm a big fan of Umbra. Now, maybe I should go for something more decent, like... Let's think a little bit more about it. I could go for Umbra. I really want to avoid it, but it's just that I like Umbra due to its passive. I believe it's one of the best passives there is in the game, but I wouldn't recommend buying it. It's definitely a better choice. Is it Death Stance though? Why am I even thinking about this? Yes, it is Death Stance, of course. We wait too long here. But yeah, it has to be Death Stance because there's at least 4 physical damage dealers in the enemy team. Yes, Kayn might be a problem, but it is a bigger problem if I don't admit that I need to buy Death Stance here. Yes, I want to go for the Baron. A little bit too early. Okay, let's take Baron. Good, we got another pick. Can we just go for it, please? There's no good reason we should start this out, and once again, Kayn is not good at sustaining per Baron. You gotta fight, I see. This is so unlucky. That Baron hits over this wall. Okay, it looks like we actually fight. Gotta use this stuff. Use God Drinker. And not mess this up right now. What's the... Why can't we just take Baron? Instead of taking another fight over this wall. Who is that? It's Pike, okay. So I don't really care about him. And if I try to catch him, he's most likely just slipping away. So instead, I'd rather take this tower, which is free at this point. Also, the Baron is free and it's the better choice. Yeah, but since my team doesn't really want to do Baron here, I'm going for just trying the enemy base here. which is the second best thing to do. Well, if we get both inhibitors, then it's worth it, but we don't, since they are about to respawn. And I can only take this tower here. Then the red buff. Again, I need to move away here because they have all respawned. This Graves. Couldn't enter the wall fast enough. But we still come out on top here. Don't need the damage this time, okay. No, let's not do that. Seriously, let's not do that. But we can now build Death Stance. Once again, we could just take Baron instead, but I don't know. This team doesn't want to. And to be honest, I fought a little bit too long there. So, that ignite. If that ignite didn't, or if I didn't have that ignite on me, I could have sustained a lot longer there. Let's check. Yeah, damage blocked by shield already 1432. That's nice. Ocean Trick soon. We get 2 inhibitors, which means we get free Baron as well as free Ocean Soul, basically. But first, let's secure Baron, please. Seriously, this Baron is waiting for us like 6 minutes, if not longer by now. Just take it. I can still take Wolves before Drake spawns here. I'm doing that. But still, just take Baron. Come on. Okay. Henry? Like, yeah, whatever. I think we can finish, that's actually right. But I would love to just take the neutral objective, and it doesn't matter by now. Because we can finish the game, but we were always fighting when we could take neutral objectives instead. So let's go into stats. Honestly, I didn't think we would get that much damage on Kayn. Because I played so bad. Like, seriously. I had such a tough time trying to play this game. And my Kayn was better once. I did 0 magic damage, by the way. I think that's amazing. Also, our vision score is decent. Not good, just decent. So, let's recap what went wrong. My early game was bad. Like, really bad. I couldn't really gank my ganks in that I wanted. And thus had to recover a lot of that stuff in mid-game, where honestly I think the enemy could have taken that over if the game had lasted a little bit longer, but Ashe wasn't able to deal damage for some reason. And I finally started using my Gore Drinker, which sadly did not do as much as I would have loved it to do, because I didn't use it. It's a good item, but you need to use it, which I did. If you like Kayn, if you like the video, hit the like and subscribe button. See you.